Welcome everybody, thank you for coming. Today, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Martinez. I'm one of the 6th grade counselors, and you of course are all my lovely 6th graders. And today we're going to have a lesson on digital drama. Today I taught the Common Sense Digital Drama Unplugged lesson, and it was really about heightening awareness for social media and how to use it responsibly, and more importantly, how to de-escalate conflict once it arises. Has anybody ever seen or witnessed, you don't have to say it was you, a friend, family member, digital drama get out of control? Raise your hand if you have. They raise their hand really just because I want them to all see how common it is. It's kind of hard, right? Well, once drama starts, it's kind of hard to fix it. Well, that's what today's lesson is going to be. The way I start the lesson with the students is by asking them if they've noticed how drama escalates so easily in the social media platforms. And the purpose is really so the kids start giving us information and giving us examples of what they've noticed from their personal experiences about how digital drama escalates. And I'm going to ask you to start thinking, just brainstorm. And one idea at a time, you're going to use the sticky notes to jot down ways in which drama can affect you and how it happens online. Put as many ideas as you can, write them down. Maybe you have 2 writers, maybe you have somebody saying, oh, this is what happens, I've seen this what happens. Jot down some ideas in which you've seen digital drama escalate. I'm going to call on one table at a time. Somebody who would like to volunteer and say their ideas can, and then they're going to put it up there on the chart. Yes, let's start with this table right here. Give me one idea. How does drama start online?
When people want attention.
Ah, okay. Does any other person at any other table or at your table have attention? The students would sometimes have multiple ideas as far as attention seeking. That would be one way that they've noticed that digital drama escalates. A second situation would have been feelings were hurt, betrayal, revenge. So the next activity, I actually have the students watch a video that's from a teen's perspective, and it gives them the opportunity to see what other teens are experiencing as well in the scope of digital drama.
There are ways to avoid digital drama, but I think it's mainly inevitable.
A way that I can just disassociate myself from the negativity is to just not respond.
So what were some of the things that you noted that were maybe not some of the ideas that we came up with originally about digital drama? Yeah?
Since they can't express their emotion, people can take it the wrong way. And as it said in the video, just a stream of arguments come flowing in.
It's easier to kind of say what you feel when you're behind a screen or not in person. Anybody else? How about you?
They just they don't want to talk to them in real life. They're trying to avoid actually showing their emotions and not just sitting behind a screen.
I got to fully understand how everyone is different and how they react to different scenarios and how they truly feel behind a screen.
So now it is time for you guys to take action, to take a lead, all right? So when I do the take the lead activity, I actually assign the kids roles randomly. So I have them open up their folder, take out the yellow sheet, everybody gets one, and then I have color-coded index cards. Open up your folders, and everybody in the group should select a color of an index card. So when I say, all right, all the orange cards, you guys are Felicia, all the yellow cards, you guys are Jen, and so forth, the kids have already been assigned a role. Green index cards up. Your role is Jen. Write Jen at the top. Can I see the yellow index cards up? You guys are Mr. Adler. Next, we read the scenario out loud, and I ask them to think about what their role is. Felicia and Jen are friends from school. They both audition for the lead role in the school play. Now, we turn to the next sheet on the back, page 2. I need you to pretend you are either Felicia, Jaden, Mr. Adler, Allie, or Jaden. And then, based on your perspective, complete these columns. First, they need to identify what they said in their role. Second, they need to describe why they did what they did. And then third, they need to reflect upon why they didn't do something differently. Let's start with Felicia. One Felicia volunteer would like to share. Please tell me what you said in your comment. Yes.
I feel I would have been, she was upset because Jaden was saying how she was a teacher's pet and saying she always gets the leads first. So I feel she acted this way because she was really mad and upset because he was saying those things about her.
So excellent. So she was very proud, and then it went in a different direction unexpectedly out of her control through somebody else's comment, and then pride and hurt and feelings got in the way, and then she said she retaliated with another mean comment. The purpose is really for them to kind of engage and reflect upon their actions and how to possibly de-escalate the situation in the future.
I feel like also like Jaden, I didn't want my pride to be hurt, and that was like I was also feeling hurt, so I didn't see how Jaden was feeling hurt. I only thought about myself. My favorite part of today's lesson was the getting into groups and talking about it, because everyone has a different opinion, so it was fun to see how other people think about digital drama.
On the third page, if you turn, this is your chance to write some ideas in which, in general, students, whether it's in this take the lead example, you can use examples from the different roles and cast members in this scenario, or just from your own personal experience. The next step is to describe what is conflict and how to de-escalate, which is a perfect segue into the third and final activity, which is really a scenario where they get to role play. Who are my thespians? Who are my actors who don't mind acting? We're gonna go over a scenario, and this is also in your folder. So right now, if we could put our yellow papers away. Well, the kids are assigned into groups, and they take the lead in the sense that they are going to be acting out a new scenario, which has to do with a newsprint article that's been featured, and there's a lot of negative posts. An online newspaper wrote a story about the success of local middle school and used the photos of the students. Each person chooses a role to act out from the scenario. So you could be a person in the photo. Take a moment to think about your role and what the person might be thinking and feeling based on the scenario. Kids are going to have to actually use the de-escalating strategies that they had come up prior to apply it to the situation to de-escalate and make amends with the students in the scenario. So I'll give you 3 or 4 minutes to pick roles and to come up with a little mini script and act it out.
I would explain why I thought they were teachers' pets, because they're the only ones in the photos, and there are other people too who just didn't get a chance.
But it wasn't Mike's fault that it spread so much.
Once the students have had time to kind of develop a script and get the little nerves out of their system, I asked for a volunteer group to see who would like to display and act out in front of the rest of the class what they come up with.
So we're really hurt that you made all of these mean posts, because that's not fair.
We also were hurt because we're in the same class, and they just came to our class and picked you, and they really kind of always pick you guys.
When I teach this lesson, the biggest takeaway I have is really their raw and honest truth. It's so easy to kind of develop a script and tell people what you want to hear, but I find that the students are really honest because it's really relevant, and it gives them a chance to kind of pose questions to me and give them that feedback that they want of the questions that they don't always have the answers to.
After learning this lesson, I know that it's better to talk face to face than talking over a screen.
You should talk to people in person and always apologize, because in person you can show emotions that you can't convey online.
Now I can fully comprehend and see other classmates' perspectives and how they feel on what things I could post or anyone could post online.
The advice I would give to educators teaching digital citizenship overall would be to be relevant and to kind of keep up with the current technology. The students are so engaged and so ready to share their point of view. We can learn a lot from them, and they can teach us what's new, what's the challenge, what are the obstacles that are actually bringing the digital drama into the classroom and their world. I wanted to thank you all for participating and being courageous, and for your thoughts, and for really just spreading what you know. Remind everybody how to use social media responsible so that we can de-escalate the drama in our lives. It keeps me fresh and current with the kids. It keeps me young at heart, and I love working with the kids and learning from them as well.